Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. This is my weekly video blog called Bullheaded, a review of the Houston Texans news, as well as a preview of the upcoming game matchups. Now, it's the holiday season, so I'm not really going to try to keep you out here too long. And I always say that, and it usually end up being 15 minutes, but I promise you I'll try to knock it out in 10 tonight or this weekend. So, with that being said, let's just go jump right into everything. So recap from Sunday's game, and basically one of the things I took from the game is that we really should have just ran through the Jets. Now I get it. I've seen a lot of reaction, from people saying, "Oh, Texans just need to be appreciative of winning this game and blah blah blah." I mean, but come on, dog. It's the New York Jets. They're out of the playoffs. Their season is down. They have a young quarterback. I went against our defense, especially our front seven. We should have took them out, regardless. So yeah, that's my one little thought from that. I'm on the side of the people that's like we should have blew the Jets out. Definitely on the side of that. Another quick thing, Lamar Miller's injury. So in that game, he injured his ankle um, and had to leave the game. So it was something that they were kind of just looking at from day to day as far as I could tell. And so the latest news on that is sorry y'all, 10 minutes I promise. Anyway, so the latest news on that is that he's pretty much going to be he might have a chance to play Sunday. Might have a chance to play. To me, that just kind of sounds like a game time decision. To be honest with you, so um, yeah, that sounds like just a game time decision uh, for him. Depending on how serious that injury is, it's going to be tricky just putting him in because in a sense, we do need him. But at the same time, we're kind of locked in for the playoffs right now, which I will touch on a little bit. And so, it's not worth it risking any injury on him. But for this weekend's game, it's more than likely we're going to need him. Alpha Blue is cool, but we're definitely going to need pretty much everybody that can go this Sunday. Next week, the season finale against the Jaguars, he could probably, start his vacation early or whatever. And, it's the Jaguars and all that. So, but yeah, definitely, we'll see what happens for him this coming week. So yeah, the reason I've been like kind of all over the place just now, forgot for some reason to mention the Pro Bowlers that we that have been selected for our team this year. So Jadeveon Clowney, linebacker, obviously. DeAndre Hopkins for the wideout. Bernard McKinney, that was a surprise for me. But definitely well deserved. And of course, JJ Watt, he's been picked as well. But definitely well deserved for all these guys. Great, especially three guys out of our front seven, who's been, which has been playing great like this entire season. Really kept us in a lot of games, as far as I could tell. So definitely well deserved for those guys. Congratulations, and hopefully I'll stay healthy anyway. Anyway, so yeah. But that being said, just gonna jump right into like the meat of tonight, this week's episode, and it's called Brighter Lights. And so after last week's win over the Jets, and after the New England Patriots lost to the Steelers last Sunday, the Texans were able to be bumped up to the number 2 seed in the AFC. And that's a pretty big deal, obviously, because that comes with a bye week, and with that bye week, it's going to be a lot of benefits with that. Mainly resting players and getting everybody healthy. So, but before we even get into that, with that 2 seed also comes like a brighter spotlight on the Texans. We've been making silently making a little buzz about our 9-game win streak, being the first team to go. Oh, excuse me, was it 9 or 10? Sorry, y'all, I'm so sick today. Uh, No, excuse me, 9 game win streak. So anyway, yeah. So being the first team to go on a 9 game win streak after starting 0-3, and so there's been a lot of buzz about that, and it's going to put a big spotlight on us. It's going to put a target on us because we're near the top of the league right now, or top of the conference at least, where a lot of people are trying to get to. Everybody wants that, not only just that 2 seed, maybe that 1 seed. Just everybody wants that bye week. Just to kind of rest the players and give them a little bit of boost. So everybody's going to be gunning for us. And what all we need to do is just accept the challenge now. Everybody's going to be watching us a little bit more, trying to figure out, how did we get into this number 2 seed? So we have to accept the challenge that the spotlight is going to be brighter on us, probably more than ever before in recent seasons. So definitely let's go ahead and take that on now. Um, Also, what we need to do as far as the spotlight, just keep applying the pressure. Only thing we can do really is just keep winning games. We don't have no control over tiebreakers and all this other junk. The only thing we have control over really is just winning games. If we lose a game and Patriots they win, then it's right back to switching spots with them. But if we really want this bye week, we're just gonna have to go in and just win games, just win out. We're gonna have to play hard. That includes against Jacksonville next week. And there's no telling what their mindset is going to be coming into that regular season finale, given that their season is finished. Are they gonna, just try to, win one for their own pride, or they're just gonna throw out their starter or their second string guys in there, and just have a fifth preseason game or whatnot. So my thing is, I'm guessing they're probably going to go for the former because they know what we have on the line. So definitely we'll have to come out and just be prepared and just apply the pressure on them. The 2 seeding itself. So I mean, it's going to be very very important that we kind of keep this 2 seeding. Now, me personally, I feel like we just kind of lucked up on it a little bit. We got, we were, we had a pretty, decent schedule. But but yeah, like I feel like we kind of lucked up on it a little bit, but at the same time, like we didn't really luck up on it. Um, Listen, it it obviously didn't come easy to us. I guess what I'm trying to say, but you got that feeling. It's that feeling of like, damn, can the Texans really hold on to this? Can they hold on to this number 2 spot with 2 weeks left in the season? Because we haven't been this high before. I mean, shoot, this is the first year under O'Brien that we've won 10 games, and so we definitely need to step it up and get that number 2 seed because it's going to be very important. Um, it's going to be, as I said, it's much needed for like the injuries that we've been having throughout the year, and just some retooling. We got guys coming back now. You know, Miller, he's supposed to be returning from his injury fully this Sunday. Deontay Foreman, they've been talking about he's coming back from his injury from last season. They've been talking about that for a while now, and so that would be a great boost if he can come back. Him, Miller, Blue, all in that backfield, definitely going to help us out in the postseason. Um, Another thing about this number 2 seed, man, we got to utilize the home field advantage of it. Um, it's some crazy teams that's in these AFC playoffs right now. Right now, the Chiefs and the Chargers are two teams battling it out, essentially for the number 1 spot in the conference. Of course, the Patriots. They're who they are. The Patriots, Tom Brady can take a janitor, wide receiver, and make him a Pro Bowl or whatever. So definitely want to keep an eye out for them. The Steelers, they're playing pretty good football at the moment right now. So we definitely want to make sure we have an advantage over them. As far as the 5th and 6th seed, it's a really tough fifth and sixth seed this year. As I said, especially in that fifth seed, uh, that's where the loser of this Chiefs Chargers battle is likely to fall. And the Chiefs, they've been blowing people off the map this whole season. So once they get in the playoffs, whether they're on the home or on the road, they're going to show out, definitely. Um, the sixth spot right now, held by the Ravens. Ravens got a pretty solid defense, and so it's gonna be crucial that we just kind of have it's just kind of had that advantage just to like allow ourselves to be prepared a little bit more, allow ourselves to be more, I guess, comfortable in a sense, in heading into the playoff game. So yeah, the Texans, they gotta hold on to this two seed by any means necessary. They have to come in here. They have to come in these next 2 weeks with no nonsense at all. So let me go ahead and jump into Sunday's game. So this Sunday, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, and once again, Nick Foles is at quarterback. Carson Wentz been shut down for the year with a back injury, I believe, and so they kind of returned the keys to Foles after like almost a year to the day that he took over as the starter because hence Carson Wentz had a injury. So, with that being said, man, it looks like the Eagles look like a completely different team than when Wentz was at the helm. They seem to definitely change a lot of things up, and that's just going off of what I saw in the Rams game. So, one of the first keys to beating the Eagles, I would say, is stay relentless in stopping the run. Like they had 100 something yards on the Rams rushing, and I think they're like 27th overall. Um, the Eagles are as far as like running the ball, but Sunday they just had like a running back by committee attack, and they were just pretty much controlling the flow of the game. This is the Los Angeles Rams. That's they're the Kansas City Chiefs of the NFC, if you will. They can get up and down the field as well. They have Ty Gurley in their backfield, but the Eagles, they were just out there just playing physical football, and so definitely that can be a very plus matchup for our defense. Um, even I'm thinking back on the Titans game, the first Titans game, uh, where Tennessee was going like a little bit pass happy, and our secondary really couldn't handle it. But in this rematch on this past Monday, on the Monday night rematch, the Titans were running the ball a little bit more, or implemented a little bit more in their game plan, and the Texans was just able to kind of just stop it and just shut it down and take control of the game. So definitely, Texans have to just stay relentless and stopping the run. Um, it'll stop them. It'll stop the Eagles from controlling how the game moves. Um, Secondary cannot be lacking in this game, man. I know Nick Foles is back there or whatever, but Sunday, they were able to get deep a little bit with Alshon Jeffrey a couple of times. I think he had like 8 catches for 160 yards. Pretty good game, if you will. Um, Tight end Zach Ertz, he's on pace to set the single season record for catches by a tight end this season. So they're definitely going to get him the ball. I would make sure that if anything, just watch Hurts. Make sure he doesn't break out for like too many big plays. Hurts and Jeffrey as well. Nelson Aguilar, he'll probably get in like a play or two, but he also has like the capabilities to kind of like just getting the ball and just making a couple big plays. Golden Tate, he seemed to have had a good game this last game, but it doesn't appear that he's been having a good stint with the Eagles, ever since he got traded there. So um, all in all, the secondary they just can't get caught lacking against this Eagles team. They will surprise you if you let them. And what we need to do as far as like offensive wise, we need to attack their secondary. They've been having injuries amongst their defensive backs, so we need to go after them, and we got the wide receivers to do it, and different types of weapons, different levels of the field. We definitely have DeAndre Hopkins, DeAndre Carter is doing amazing as well. Um, Demarius Thomas, he's doing his thing right now. So with Thomas, you could probably use him in like possession situations. They've been running a lot of screens with him, so maybe some quick passes will probably help get him moving or help him get the ball moving down the field. But Hopkins, of course, you can go deep and just kind of just test that secondary out. Just have them beat up, if you will, because it can. I mean, it can definitely be done. So, um, I would definitely say, definitely put that secondary to the test. See how healthy they really are. Um, and in addition to that, in attacking the secondary, just challenge what Nick Foles can do. We jump out to an early lead or so with a couple of scores. I'm pretty sure they're going to not go to the run as much. They're probably going to rely on Foles to kind of help lead them and win the game. So just challenge what he can do. He actually started the season um, off, and I think he went like 1-2 or something. And so, with that being said, they brought Wentz back in like as soon as possible. So definitely with that, I would say just test them out, put them in a shootout situation. I think we can win that challenge. So, with that being said, that's all I got for this week, man. Just to go back over the keys to winning this game. Just stay consistent and stopping the run of the Eagles. Secondary, do not get caught lacking out here. Try to keep the coverage tight on all these receivers that they got, especially Zach Ertz. And just go after their secondary. Their secondary has been banged up for most of the season, so just go after them and get it popping. So, with that being said, I'm Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. Holla black.